The hacker is one of the, if not the most hated unit in Mechabellum, and that for a good reason. Its annoying gimmick to turn your units into enemy units is what drives players insane. Watching all those T-Bolts, Rhinos, Saberteeth and Sledgehammers get hacked is not a very pleasant experience for the hacked player. But don't worry, for I am here to tell you useful tips and tricks that will help you in your next battle against hackers. First off, we have to identify the hacker's situation. There are two scenarios. Hacker gets built pretty early before you even bought text on your hackable units, or hacker gets built between mid and late game after you tagged your units. Let's start with the first case. If your opponent starts building hackers early, stop buying high HP units and start selling the hackers targets. Best unit in this stage of the game is the Mustang. Its fast fire rate and squad size help them defeat hacked targets quickly while staying unsusceptible to hackers due to their squad size. Barrier devices should also help against hacker because opponents won't have strong damage to crack the barriers quickly, while hackers do 70% less damage against barriers. Air units are also always an option, and don't forget to keep building chaff. Now with the first case covered, let's head to the second one. If your opponent starts building hackers late, stop spending more money on the targets of the hacker and try to maximize their range to keep them as far away as possible so they don't get hacked. Watch the game and sell the units that stopped performing well. Start investing into Mustang to kill hacked units quick and to have an extra layer of chaff. If you need some more time and opponent doesn't have super heavy damage, build some barrier devices. As always, you can build aerial units to counter hacker. The best choice is probably Raiden. In Mechabellum, Raiden's attack is the fastest one to connect to its target, which allows to kill hacked units quick, and its 3 lightning rods are excellent at cracking barriers because every one of them does individual damage to them. So Raiden is basically a direct counter to hacker. These suggestions should help you win your next battle against hacker easily without headache. Remember that hacker costs tempo for the most part. Additionally, I want to mention some additional tips that can be useful in certain situations. When you need to close the game quickly and opponent has a lot of hackers and Mustangs, which is a common combo, you can buy a war factory with high explosive ammo and range and target the tower with a beacon. The high explosive ammo allows the factory to clear everything on the board while still having enough damage to crack the barriers effectively. It can be risky sometimes if the factory gets hacked, so make sure to maximize its move speed and range and defend it with a lot of chaff. Another tip is to pick the advanced shield device card if it shows up. This card allows you to tank a lot of damage using the barrier devices, and due to hackers' weakness to barriers, this card becomes quite powerful. This last advice is probably the riskiest of them all. If the opponent has enough targets and you already got some Mustangs, you can transition into Fortress Mustang and tech Fortress with barrier tech. Just remember to buy range on Fortress 2 so they stand 5 meters behind ranged Mustangs, allowing Mustangs to tank hacks. With all that out of the way, you should be now an expert in defeating hackers. Goodbye.